Now, Coin 6 getting answers from Portland's mayor today after weeks of pressing his office about the record gun violence.
What accountability do you feel resides with you, and what actions are you and your office taking to prevent our community's young children from being shot at and near gunfire while they're playing in their neighborhoods?
I feel highly accountable for community safety. That's part of the reason I'm standing here today in front of the press, outlining the steps that we're taking now, outlining what we're going to be doing in the future.
Coin 6 reached out to a handful of times over the past several days immediately after this shooting here terrified a neighborhood, threatening children playing outside just a few feet away as gunfire erupted. We spoke with the father of those children earlier this week, and as city leaders begin to discuss gun violence, they're under criticism for not taking urgent action. Jennifer Dowling on the story tonight. I know you talked to a lot of folks. What did you learn, Jennifer?
Well, Jeff, we did talk to the PPA this evening, and they say one of the reasons that we've been unable to stop the increase in gun violence is because of staffing shortages. And we also talked to the dad who had a random case of gun violence happen in his neighborhood and threaten his children, as you mentioned. And we talked to him a couple of weeks ago. We talked to him again today, and he says he's still frustrated that city leaders haven't come up with an immediate plan to stop the violence.
I grabbed my 5-year-old daughter who was on the sidewalk next to me, ran and hid her behind the fence.
Adam Johnson said he and his kids had a close call when gunfire rang out September 5th while they were in the yard.
Just as I was laying her down is when the bullets rang out.
The tense moments were caught on video. Although his daughter was safe, he didn't know where his 3-year-old son was. Adam ran past the shooter looking for him. Fortunately, he'd already returned to the garage safely.
My son, when I picked him up, he says, "What are the bad guys doing?"
Now Adam wants to know what immediate action the city will take to stop people from opening fire in Portland's neighborhoods.
I would really like our mayor to understand that whatever action he takes isn't going to please everybody. There's going to be people that are upset with whatever he does. And our current situations in the city require someone to be bold.
The executive director of the Portland Police Association says the PPA has its own idea for how the city should reduce gun violence.
That is directly linked to the defunding of the Portland Police Bureau as well as the destaffing.
Daryl Turner says the city should hire more officers, add more funding, and institute a retire-rehire program to bring officers back.
Bring back police officers who retired in a role that they can help solve some of the gaps in the staffing. The street level patrol officers, as well as in some of the specialty units that we need to fill.
He says getting rid of the gun violence reduction team has also played a role.
We immediately saw a spike in gun violence.
Meantime, Adam says he's not sure where the city goes from here.
It's disheartening, and I'm not really sure where we go now. And after meetings yesterday and today, here's how far city commissioners got in terms of solutions. In the short term, the mayor is working to restaff the police bureau. He's going to submit a proposal in the fall to fund a retire-rehire initiative for police, which allows them to quickly increase the number of active officers on a limited basis, a limited duration basis, that is. The budget discussion will happen at the end of this month, and we'll be definitely tracking that to see how it pans out. Live in Portland, Jennifer Dowling, Coin 6 News.